So my relationship with ABT, my first experience at ABT was 10 years ago while I was still a performer. I auditioned kind of on a whim. A friend of mine suggested that I audition for their upcoming season, and I was cast in their current season in Bye Bye Birdie, where I played Hugo Peabody. One of the greatest summers of my life, actually.
My first show was Tarzan. I played Turk, and it was one of the most amazing experiences I've ever had. And I also played Donkey in ABT's production of Shrek. It's impossible to repeat amazing experiences, and somehow I actually did it.
My first ABT experience was actually 10 years ago. They were looking for tap dancers for their production of 42nd Street. I got it. It was actually pretty last minute, and then I flew out here, and this was actually the first time that I had to get on a plane to go do a job.
My ABT experience started the summer before my senior year of college. I had an internship in the costume shop. I got my big break at ABT when the wardrobe assistant got really sick one night, and I got handed show notes and had to run Bye Bye Birdie totally blind. And that was when I learned how cool wardrobe was and what it was like to work on a professional production.
I went to the ABT audition when I was a senior in college, and that's when I met Curtis Overby. It was for a production of Anything Goes, their second time doing it. It was season 5, and I had the opportunity to feel like a professional, be taken seriously, and it was my first real introductory experience into show business.
I moved to New York right after college in 2008. I arrived on Saturday. On Monday morning, my very first audition was for this new theater I heard about called the Arizona Broadway Theatre. And I got a call that night that I was gonna come out to do cabaret 2 weeks later. So it was my first audition in New York City. And I booked it that day and went out there, and I was there for basically 2 full seasons.
ABT is hugely important to emerging artists and designers and performers, because it's the formative experience before, hitting it in New York or, hitting it big.
I think both of those roles that I played at ABT gave me all the tools that I needed to do the job I'm doing right now.
It gave me a place that was safe to make mistakes. I started as an intern in the costume shop, and then my supervisors there encouraged me to ask questions and reassured me that it was okay to not know all of the answers.
They really take risks, and they find the talent, whether they've had the experience or not yet, to let them shine on stage and give them their first boost and real chance to build a resume and start their career.
And so it became the place that I was able to grow and learn because I was allowed to say that I didn't know things.
So ABT really became my master's degree. It gave me a chance to hone my skills, to create a community and a group of people that were gonna help me when I got to the city. And it gave me the opportunity to work in the ensemble and to play roles and to help direct the kids shows and be in the children's theater shows. It was a crash course in everything I needed to succeed in New York.
It is a landing place for people who love what they do, who care about what they do, who work hard. It's the first opportunity, it has been for me, the first opportunity to really make those lasting relationships with people that I'm gonna carry throughout for the rest of my career.
When you invest in ABT, you're not just investing in the show they're currently doing or their next season, you're investing in cultivating talent that will then spread throughout the country and continue to grow in different areas of wherever they choose to go.
If I could tell a donor one thing about why their support is important to ABT, it is that they are truly single-handedly fostering new emerging talent. They are giving a platform and an opportunity for artists at the most exciting points in their career, at the cusp of something great.
ABT, and it's created so many jobs for people, it's created so many great memories for people. There's 100,000 reasons to contribute.
I think that supporting ABT is really important because it provides a livable wage for young artists in the Phoenix area. If you can't focus and put your all into your job, you're not putting out the best work. And so ABT is very focused on making the best work and supporting their employees the best way they can.
Supporting the arts in general is supporting humanity and understanding and people coming together. And ABT is so great at creating storytelling, and their community outreach is incredible. So if you're supporting ABT, you're supporting a much bigger picture that is gonna help everybody.
If it wasn't for an investor who wanted to see Anything Goes in season 5, I may have not ever had the opportunity to go into film or create these different opportunities for myself that I've had since I've left ABT.
I went back to grad school shortly after by library for directing. I kind of realized that that's what I wanted to do instead. ABT was great. They had always said, let me know when you're out of grad school and we will see what we have for you. And they did. I got out of grad school. I said I'm a director now, and they brought me in to do Hardbody. And currently I'm working on a new piece at Jazz at Lincoln Center starring Glenn Close with original jazz music by Grammy winner Ted Nash.
I am currently in New York City, and I'm standing by for the genie in Aladdin on Broadway.
Right now, I head up a band called Not Fade Away, which is a rock and roll 50s group where we kind of reignite the music of like 1950s and 60s. And actually, a lot of it ties into working here at Arizona Broadway Theatre.
Currently, I am a dresser at Mean Girls on Broadway, which means that I am one of 12 people running around backstage, making sure that all the actors are in the right costume at the right time.
I currently live in New York City, and I am the owner and founder of Shady Theatrics LLC, which is a film production company. I've had amazing opportunities to work with incredible people. We created some videos for the Tony Awards, so we got to direct Tom Hanks and Peter Scolari. Currently, I'm working on The Company Revival with Patti LuPone, and Plaza Suite with Sarah Jessica Parker and Matthew Broderick.
I started a business which created the first standard format for musical theater audition reels that are used in the Broadway community today. And as a result, I now have 3 TV shows in development for networks as executive producer, and I'm so excited for what's to come.
Thank you for your support of ABT.
Thank you for your support of ABT.
You're making a difference. Thank you.
Thank you for helping me make my dreams come true.